Imagine the shock of hearing your boyfriend, the person you love, refer to you as his daughter. It was a moment that shattered everything I thought I knew about our relationship. What happened next will leave you speechless. Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories, or please complete our 1,000 subscribers. It was a quiet evening when everything changed. Emma sat at the small, cozy dinner table in her boyfriend Ryan's apartment, sipping wine and laughing at his jokes. Their relationship was still new, but it felt like they had known each other forever. Ryan was charming, attentive, and seemed perfect in every way. They had met at a friend's party a few months ago, and their connection was instant. There was something about him that made her feel special, something that made her feel like she had found her soulmate. But that night, as they sat in the warmth of the candlelit room, Ryan's words would echo in Emma's mind forever. "You're like my daughter," he said casually, taking a bite of his steak. Emma froze. It was a casual remark, but it hit her like a ton of bricks. Her mind scrambled for meaning. Was this some kind of joke? A slip of the tongue? They had never even talked about kids or family in that way. She had always been the one in their relationship who looked up to Ryan. He was 5 years older than her, mature, experienced, everything she wanted in a partner. Her heart raced as she tried to process what had just happened. She laughed nervously, assuming it was just some weird metaphor. "What do you mean by that?" she asked, her voice shaky. Ryan looked up, his eyes softening. "I don't know. I just feel like you're so innocent, so pure, like you're still discovering the world, like a daughter, someone I need to protect and take care of." Emma's stomach twisted. She had never seen herself that way. It wasn't flattering, it was condescending. And it was disturbing. The man she loved, the man she thought of as an equal, was now looking at her like a child, his child. A silence fell between them. Ryan seemed oblivious to the tension that had suddenly thickened in the room. Emma couldn't shake the image of him referring to her as his daughter. It wasn't just about the words, it was the way he said them. The assumption that she needed to be protected, to be controlled. That wasn't love. It was something darker, something controlling. As the evening dragged on, Emma tried to brush it off. Maybe she was overreacting, but she couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that something was terribly wrong. The more she thought about it, the more unsettling it became. This wasn't just a weird comment. It was a reflection of how he truly saw her. The next few days were a blur. Emma couldn't look at Ryan the same way anymore. She started noticing the little things that she had overlooked before. The way he always made decisions for her, always suggested what she should wear, what she should eat, how she should behave. The way he subtly isolated her from her friends, making her feel guilty for spending time with them. The more she looked, the more it became clear Ryan wasn't the partner she had thought he was. He was trying to control her, to shape her into something that fit his twisted version of what a woman should be. One evening, Emma decided to confront him. They were sitting in his living room, and she could feel the tension in the air. She had to know the truth. "Ryan," she began softly, her voice trembling. "What did you mean when you called me your daughter?" Ryan's face fell. He looked surprised, then guilty. He wasn't expecting her to bring it up, not like this. He leaned back, running a hand through his hair. "Look, I didn't mean it like that. I don't know how to explain it. I care about you a lot, more than anyone I've ever been with. It's just the way I see you. I think of you as someone I need to look after, someone innocent, pure, like my own flesh and blood." But Emma wasn't buying it anymore. "That's not love, Ryan. That's control. You don't see me as your equal. You see me as someone beneath you. You're not protecting me. You're stifling me. I'm not your daughter." Ryan's face turned pale. He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came out. His silence was deafening. For the first time, Emma saw him for what he truly was, a man who needed power, who needed to feel in control, who wanted to mold her into his image. In that moment, Emma realized she had to walk away. She didn't know where she would go, but she knew she couldn't stay. Not like this. She stood up, her hands shaking. "I can't do this anymore, Ryan. I'm not your daughter, and I'm certainly not someone you can control. I deserve someone who sees me as an equal, not someone to dominate. Goodbye." Ryan didn't stop her. He didn't try to apologize or beg her to stay. He just watched her leave, his expression unreadable. Emma walked out of his apartment, her heart heavy, but her mind clear. She knew she had made the right decision. As she stepped into the cool night air, Emma realized that she had been trapped in a relationship where love had been replaced by manipulation. What had started as a fairy tale had turned into a nightmare. But she had escaped, and that was all that mattered. The scars would fade, but the lesson would stay with her forever. If you enjoyed this story and want more shocking twists, emotional journeys, and life lessons, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.